Today we'll start the EMF equation of the transformer. In the EMF equation of transformer, we have to derive RMS value of the voltage. RMS value of voltage you have to derive. See here, right on the side heading, EMF equation of transformer. Right on the side heading, EMF equation of transformer. Okay, see here. Before going to that, draw this diagram. What is the time period of one cycle? Let us
2 pi.
what is that? 2 pi.
2 pi.
T is equal to 2 pi. One cycle I am taking it as capital T. Okay, 0 to T. T is the total time period. What is the half cycle value? This one?
Pi.
Okay, pi. Pi or T by 2. If it is 2 pi, it is pi. If it is T, it is T by 2. What is the value from 0 to here in terms of T? From 0 to here.
T by 4.
T by 4. It is T by 4. Okay. This is not voltage, sorry. 1 second. Draw the diagram. It is 5. On y-axis, take it as 5. On y-axis, take it as the flux. On y-axis, take it as the flux. On y-axis, take it as the flux. Somebody is talking, please mute.
So you are on mute.
Okay, sorry. Yesterday I had told on y-axis take the flux. On y-axis take the flux. Yesterday I had told you that around the current carrying conductor, what will happen?
Flux generates.
Flux is generated. Magnetic flux is generated. So flux is varying in the conductor. How the flux is varying in the conductor? Depending upon the variation of flux in the conductor, EMF is induced in the conductor. So we have to derive the voltage equation depending on the variation of flux in the conductor. Depending on the variation of the flux in the conductor. Let us take maximum flux occurs at 90 degrees, that is T by 4. At T by 4, flux is, we are getting maximum flux. Again, it is coming to 0. From 0 to T by 4, flux is varying from 0 to maximum. From T by 4 to T by 2, how the flux is varying?
Max decreases.
Maximum to 0. Again, from here to here, 0 to maximum, negative maximum to 0. 0 to negative maximum, negative maximum to 0. Okay. Now, depending on the variation in the flux, yesterday I had told the formula EMF induced is equal to EMF induced
N into d pi by dt.
okay, V is equal to N into d phi by dt. N will take later. We'll take N. Sorry, it is not visible. I think 1 minute. I'll write here. V is equal to N into d phi by dt. I'll take N later because we are having two windings here. N1 is for primary winding, N2 is for the secondary winding. That's why I'm not taking N here. I'm taking only voltage. V is equal to d phi by dt. Now see here, there are four variations from 0 to maximum, one variation, maximum to 0, again from 0 to maximum, again from maximum to 0. I will take one variation, d phi. D phi is the change in the flux from 0 to t by 4 I am taking. On y-axis, d phi is on y-axis. What is the difference in between maximum and minimum? I will take the from 0 to t by 4 only. I will take this period from 0 to t by 4. Maximum is phi m, minimum is 0. Take phi m minus 0. Change in the flux is from 0 to phi m minus 0 by on x-axis. What is the difference? Dt, change in the time. T by 4 minus 0. T by 4 minus 0. T by 4 minus 0. Sorry, here it is not. 1 minute. Otherwise, I'll write here. V is equal to d phi by dt. That is phi m minus 0 by t by 4 minus 0. Phi m minus 0 by t by 4 minus 0 from 0 to t by 4. Okay. This is the voltage induced in the coil. This is the voltage induced in the coil. Is there any doubt in the graph and this equation?
No, sir.
Okay. Until this is it is clear. Now I'll show the textbook. See here. See here. Average rate of change of flux. This is the whatever I have written on the board. That is the average rate of change of flux. Average rate of change of flux, V average. V average is equal to d phi by dt. D phi by dt. Now see here, V average is equal to phi m by, what is the frequency? F is equal to
1 by t.
1 by t. Now in place of t, I am substituting F. That is t is equal to 1 by F. Substitute t is equal to 1 by F here. Substitute t is equal to 1 by F. If you substitute t is equal to 1 by F, we'll get, bring this to the numerator, 4F phi m. This is the average voltage. This is the average voltage of transformer, 4F phi m. Now see here, but in problems, what will take the voltage for calculations? Which voltage will take for calculations? RMS voltage. I had told the form factor in unit 2. What is the value of form factor?
1.11.
1.11.
1.11, sir.
1.11. That is RMS voltage by
Average.
average voltage. Form factor formula is RMS value by average value. RMS value by average value. Write down this form factor. Now can you tell me what is the RMS value from this equation? VRMS is equal to form factor into
V average.
V average. Okay. Now form factor value is 1.11. 1.11. What is the value of V average?
4F 5M.
4F 5M. Okay, write down this. Therefore, RMS value is 4.44 F into 5M. This is the RMS value equation. This is the RMS value equation. 4.44 F into 5M. Let it be equation 1. Let it be equation 1. Now I'll tell one formula here. In magnetic field, flux density, what is the formula for flux density? What do you mean by density? Divide by
Weight.
Divide by what is that? Area. Tell me in numerator what you'll get. I have told flux density. Flux per unit area. Flux per unit area. Bmax. Flux. Here we are having maximum flux. Flux density is equal to flux per unit area. Density means divided by area. Flux density means flux per unit area. Suppose in electric field, what is electric flux density? Electric flux density is represented with psi or D. Density means area. Electric flux density means charge per unit area. Charge per unit area. Electric flux density is charge. This is not necessary for you. Only you need a magnetic flux density. Magnetic flux density. Flux density means flux per unit area. Okay. Now here, what is phi m now?
Vmax into
Bmax into A. Now substitute this phi m here. Substitute the value of phi m here. That is, second equation is 4.44 F BA. A is the area of the conductor. A is the area of the conductor, copper wire. That is, A is the area of the copper wire or conductor. Let it be equation 2. Let it be equation 2. This derivation they will ask for 5 marks in exam. Okay. Now here I am taking N. N is the number of conductors. N is number of turns. Number of turns in the coil. Right on. N. This is for one turn. This 4 point inside the bracket. This is for single turn. N is equal to 1. But if you take N is equal to some value, you have to multiply with 1. This is the RMS value for one conductor. Right on here. This is the RMS value for per conductor. This is the RMS value per conductor. Per conductor. For N conductors, multiply with N. This is the RMS value for single conductor. One conductor, N is equal to 1. For N number of conductors, multiply with N. For N number of conductors, multiply with N. This is the RMS voltage in the transformer. This is the RMS voltage equation, EMF equation of the transformer. Now see here. Now I am taking V1. What do you mean by V1?
voltage in first primary.
Voltage in the primary winding. Similarly, V2 is the voltage in the secondary winding. For V1, we will take N1 here. N1 into 4.44 FBA. Remaining everything comes same. Only N in place of N will get N1. Similarly, V2 is equal to N2 into 4.44 FBA. FBA. Okay. These are the EMF equations in the primary winding and secondary winding. Voltage equations in the primary winding and secondary winding. These two equations are important, V1 and V2. If you know RMS voltage, then you can write V1 and V2. So based on this formula, we are having the problems also. Now see the derivation in your textbook, what they have given. Go through this. E1 is equal to 4.44 F N15. That is 4.44 FNBA. N is N1 here. E1 is equal. Similarly, E2 is equal to see here. E1 is equal to 4.44 FBA. Here N1. Here in the second equation you will get N2. In the second equation you will get N2. Let it be equation V1 equation is 3. Let it be equation 3. Let it be equation 4. This equation is 3. This equation is 4. This equation is 3. This equation is 4. In exam, we have to derive up to this. EMF equation of transformer means we have to derive up to this. Now I am taking equation 4 by 3. Now I am taking equation 4 by 3. That is V2 by V1 or E2 by E1. V2 by V1 is equal to, cancel all this, what you will get?
N2 by N.
N2 by N1. Let it be equation 5. Let it be equation 5. V2 by V1 is equal to N2 by N1. This relation is very important. Now I am defining one ratio that is called transformation ratio. Citing transformation ratio. Citing transformation ratio. Transformation ratio is represented with K. Transformation ratio is represented with K. K is equal to, one formula is V2 by V1. One formula. Another formula is N2 by N1. Transformation ratio formula is V2 by V1. That is equal to N2 by N1. That is equal to N2 by N1. That is equal to I1 by I2. That is equal to I1 by I2. This is the formula for transformation ratio K. You have to remember this formula. One more formula that is called turns ratio, right? Turns ratio N is equal to N2 by N1. Turns ratio, second formula, turns ratio N is equal to N2 by N1. Turns ratio is defined as N is equal to N2 by N1. Okay, if you know these formulas, we will go for the problems now. In exam, they'll ask for 2 marks. What is the transformation ratio? We had to write V2 by V1 is equal to N2 by N1 is equal to I1 by I2. How we are getting I1 by I2 in coming classes, I will tell. After explaining transformer rating in KVA, I'll explain how we are getting I1 by I2. Okay. Now take down the problem. So transformation ratio K is equal to N2 by N1, that is equal to E2 by E1, that is equal to I1 by I2. See here, K is equal to I1 by I2. Take down the problem. First problem. maximum flux density in the core. Core means iron piece of a 250 by 3000 volts 50 hertz single phase transformer is this one. If the EMF per turn is 8, determine primary and secondary turns and area of the core. These problems are very important. They last for 5 marks. Very simple problems. They last for 5 marks. After writing the question, inform me. I will start the solution.
Done, sir.
Okay. See in the problem, he is giving maximum flux density. What is the value of flux density he is giving in the problem?
252.
No,
50 or
flux density.
250 by 3000.
Okay, 1 Weber per meter square is equal to 1 Tesla. 1 Weber per meter square is equal to Tesla. 1 Weber per meter. We can represent the unit as Weber per meter square or Tesla. E is the unit of B. Okay, don't confuse an exam. Sometimes they'll give in Weber per meter square. Sometimes they'll give Tesla. Okay, 1.2 Tesla they'll give. Sometimes they'll give 1.2 Tesla. Okay, this is the given data in the problem. This is the given data in the problem, and also one more data is giving in the problem. That is EMF per turn. EMF per turn means E1 by N1 is equal to 8. EMF, voltage per turn, is 8. 8, okay. And otherwise you can take it as E2 by N2 is equal to 8. E2 by N2 is equal to 8. E1 by N1 is equal to 8. Or EMF per turn. EMF means voltage per turn. E2 by N2 is equal to 8. Have I written this up to here?
Yes, sir.
Then what he is asking in the problem?
Primary and N1 and N2.
Primary and secondary turns. See here. I will take K, transformation ratio K. K is equal to E2 by E1, that is equal to N2 by N1. E2 by E1 is equal to N2 by N1. Okay. What is the value of E2 by E1? What is the value of E2 by E1?
3000 by 250.
3000 by 250. Right on here. 3000 by 250. Tell me the value of K now. Tell me the value of K.
12.
Are you getting 12? Okay. This is the value of K. And E1 by N1 is how much? 8. Okay, E1 by N1 is 8. Then what is E1? Sorry, we can easily determine N1 and N1. I am going for the complications.
Yes, sir.
E1 by N1 is 8. E1 we know. What is E1? 250 by N1.
250.
Okay. Now what is N1 from this?
31.25.
250 by 8.
31.25. 31.25. But number of turns will not be in decimal values. Always take the higher value. Number of turns will not be in the decimal value. Turns will not be in decimal values. So I am taking the higher value. That is 32. Your N1 is 32. Similarly, E2 by N2. E2 by N2 is equal to 8. E2 how much?
3,000.
3000.
3000. Calculate the value of N2.
375.
375. Your N2 is 375. So we have calculated the number of turns. This is 32 turns. This will be 375 turns. Okay, that's all. That is the first bit. Now come to the second bit, area. Now come to the area. We know the EMF equation of transformer. That is E1 is equal to N1 into 4.44 FBA. 4.44 into FBA. E1 is 250. N1 is 32. That is 4.44. Frequency, how much they have given?
50.
50. Frequency is 50. Flux density is 1.2. Area we can calculate. Flux density is 1.2 and area we don't know. We have to calculate the area of the core. We have to calculate the area of the core. So in textbook, whatever the answer they have given, we have to get that answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 0.03 meters square. In textbook, they have taken E2, but here we have taken E1. We can take anything, no problem. We'll get the same answer. Okay. That is about the first problem. Now come to take the second problem. Take down the second problem. Have you written?
Yes, sir.
See here. What is the flux density he is giving? Flux density is
1.3.
1.3 Tesla.
1.3 Tesla. He is giving 1.3 Tesla, and the area he is giving is 20 centimeter into 20 centimeter. Area he is giving 20 centimeter into 20 centimeter. I am multiplying with area with stacking factor, SF. I am multiplying this with stacking factor. Stacking factor, how much they are giving?
0.9.
0.9. Why I will multiply with the stacking factor means, see here. Let us take, this is the circular iron piece. Let us take, I am explaining why stacking factor had to multiply. If stacking factor is not given in the problem, we will take it as 1. If stacking factor is not given in the problem, then area is only 20 centimeter into 20 centimeter. Then what do you mean by stacking factor? Take the circular iron piece. This is the circular iron piece. I am cutting this circular iron piece to 1 mm. I am cutting this circular iron piece to 1 mm. 1 second. See here, I am cutting this circular iron ring to 1 mm. Suppose I will give this circular iron ring to you, and I will ask to cut this circular iron ring to 1 mm. Can you cut exactly 1 mm?
No, sir.
No. That's why they will give one stacking factor. If you multiply with this stacking factor, this 1 mm will be adjusted. Exactly 1 mm can be adjusted. Now we can take the area of this cross section. That is the meaning. Why they are giving stacking factor means, if we ask anybody to cut exactly the iron piece to 1 mm or 2 mm, nobody can cut. So if you multiply with that stacking factor, we'll get the exact area of the iron piece. That is the reason. That is the meaning of stacking factor. Actually, this meaning is not necessary. In exam, if they give stacking factor, multiply the area with the stacking factor. Okay. Now see here, I am converting this into meter. 20 centimeter is equal to 0.2 meter. 20 centimeter is equal to 0.2 meter. Actually, this is centimeter square. Now it is meter square into 0.9. I have converted this centimeter square into meter square. 0.2 meter, 0.2 meter. That is, area is meter square. Now multiply 0.2, 0.2 into 0.9. How much?
0.036.
0.036 meter square. This is the exact area of the iron piece. Core or core. Area of the iron piece or area of the core. Okay. That is the area, 0.036 meter square. Now what he is asking in the problem?
High
Number of HV
High
and
voltage
HV.
turns.
and low voltage turns. HV means high voltage, LV means low voltage. Here, which one is the high voltage? Which winding is the high voltage?
Primary.
N1.
Primary winding. So now see here. Your E1 is 11,000 volts. Your E2 is 550 volts. This is the high voltage. N1 is your high voltage winding. N2 is your low voltage winding. N1 is your high voltage winding and L2 is the low voltage winding. Now I will determine N1 and N2. Now I will determine N1 and N2. We know the formula for E1. E1 is equal to N1 into 4.44 FBA. We know the E1, F, B and A. All are known except N1. Frequency is 50. B is 1.3. A is 0.036. Substitute all the values. You will get N1. Similarly, take N2. E2 is equal to N2 into 4.44 FBA. We can get N2. E2 is known. frequency is known, V is known, area is known. Substitute the values, we will get E1 and N, E1 and E2. Sorry, N1 and N2. In your textbook, they have given N1 and N2. See the values.
Yes, sir.
N1 is 1060. N1 is 1060. If you know N1, there is no need to use the formula E2, that formula. Directly you can calculate N2 by using the formula E2 by E1 is equal to N2 by N1. We know E2, E1 and N1. You can calculate N2. We can use this formula also for calculating N2. E2 we know, E1 we know, N1 we know. We can calculate N2 directly without using E2 is equal to N2 into 4.44 FBA. Okay, we can calculate N2 value like this because K is equal to E2 by E1. K is equal to E2 by E1, that is equal to N2 value. Now he is asking EMF per turn. Now he is asking EMF per turn. EMF per turn means you can take the formula E1 by N1 or E2 by N2. You can take any formula, either E1 by N1 or E2 by N2. We will get the EMF per turn. Take any formula, E1 by N1 or E2 by N2. We will get the same value, EMF per turn. 10.4. Are you getting? This is the second bit. EMF per turn, he is asking. Your second bit, EMF per turn.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's all about the problem. See, and what will happen if the primary voltage is increased by 10% on no load? See, they have given the answer here. If primary voltage means E1. If E1 is increased by 10%, magnetizing current increases by much more than 10%. However, due to saturation, flux density will increase. Nobody will ask this one. If you want the reason, you can note down this. Okay. Next, we'll go to the next problem. I have already shared this textbook to you. In WhatsApp group, you can go through the textbook. Next problem we'll see. Take down the next problem. A single phase transformer has 400 primary and secondary turns. Take down this.
Sir,
Tell me.
sir, in previous problem, I got N1 105.6, sir.
105?
0.6, sir.
No, that is wrong. Do you see the calculation properly? Have you taken even 11,000?
Yes.
And frequency is 50. Flux density is 1.3. Area is this one.
Sir, I got 1058.710.
1058.
710.
Okay. Then you take 1059. There is no need to take the textbook answer.
Okay, sir.
Whatever you are getting, that you have to take. 1059 you can take. Okay. Don't take the textbook answers. Whatever you are getting the answer in exam, you have to take that one only in your notebook. Because sometimes the calculations will be wrong in your textbook. Okay, if you are getting 1058 point means 1059 we have to take. We have to round it off to value. That's the okay. Higher value. You have to round it up to higher value. Because number of terms will not be decimal values. Okay. Next problem. Have you written the next problem?
Yes, sir.
Now see here. What is N1 they have given in the problem?
400.
400 tons. N2?
1000.
1000 tons. E1? If the primary winding is connected to a 50 hertz supply of 520, primary winding is connected to the supply. See, primary winding is connected to the supply means primary winding is N1. N1 is connected to 520 volts. And he is giving the area. What is the area?
60 centimeters.
60 centimeters square. Convert into a meter square. 1 centimeter is equal to how many meters?
0.0.
10 power minus 2. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 power minus 2 meter. 10 power minus 2 whole square is 10 power minus 4. 10 power minus 2 whole square is 10 power minus 4 centimeters square. 1 centimeter is 10 power minus 2 meter. This will be meter square. That is 60 into 10 power minus 4. 60 into 10 power minus 4 meter square. Always the unit should be in meter square because your flux density is in meter square. Your flux density will be in meter square. Weber per meter square. Flux density B is Weber per meter square. Okay. Now he is asking to calculate B. By using this formula, I can calculate B. E1 is equal to 4.44 FBA into N1. E1 is equal to N1 into there is the first bit. Verify answer we are getting the same or not in your text. Are you getting? Now he is asking E2. How we will calculate E2? We can calculate E2 from this. We know E1, N2 and N1. We can calculate E2. Yes. Second bit is voltage induced in the secondary winding. Voltage induced in the secondary winding is E2. That's all about this problem. Completed. Suppose in exam if they ask transformation ratio for 2 marks, they'll ask how will calculate. K is equal to n2 by n1. Transformation ratio if they're asking means in exam K is equal to n2 by n1. Okay. Take the next problem. Take the next problem. Have you taken the problem?
Yes, sir.
Now take what is the power rating they are giving S? What is the unit of S? What is the unit of S?
Volt ampere.
Volt ampere. Unit of S is volt ampere, but they are giving the power in kilovolts. They are giving the power in kilovolts, kilovolt ampere. It is S is equal to 25 kVA. 25 kVA means K means 10 cube. K means 10 cube. Okay. 25 into 10 cube volt ampere. Your power S is 25 kVA and 500 turns on the primary. Your N1 is 500 turns. N2 is
50.
50 turns. Now, what is the primary is connected to 3000? What is E1?
3000.
3000 volts. This is the given data. Find the full load. What is that? 1 minute. Find the full load primary and secondary currents. He is asking the currents here now. I1 and I2. Primary current is I1. Secondary current is I2. Secondary EMF also he is asking. And flux phi. He is asking E2, I1, I2. He is asking I1, I2, E2 and phi in the problem. Okay, these are the things which we had to determine in the problem. Okay, now see here. I know N1, N2 and E1 we know. Can you determine E2?
Yes, sir. N2 by N1 equal to 2 by 1.
Okay. Determine E2 first of all. E2 by E1 is equal to, write down, E2 by E1 is equal to N2 by N1. How much you'll get? E1 we know, N2 we know, N1 we know. You will get E2 this much.
300.
Okay, 300 you will get. Now see here, 300 volts you are getting E2. Now S is equal to E1 into I1. E1 into I1. We know E1. I1 I don't know. 25 into 10 cube. This is the form. We know the formula for S. S is equal to VI. We know the formula for S, that is VI. That is I1 is equal to Are you getting that?
Yes, sir.
That is your I1. And we know K is equal to N2 by N1. That is equal to I1 by I2. Now we know N2, N1 I know. And I1 also I know. Can you determine I2 from this?
Yes,
I
sir.
know N2, N1, I1. I2 is equal to that is your I2. Now he is asking flux. He is asking flux in the problem. We know E1 is equal to N1 into 4.44 F 5. We know the first equation. See in EMF equation of transformer, this is the first formula. This is the first equation. I had to write. E1 is equal to N1 into 4.44 F5. Phi is equal to BA. BA is equal to phi. From this you can get the flux. From this you can calculate flux. We had to get this answer. 27 milliwebers. We had to get. We know all E1 we know, N1 we know, frequency we know. Verify the answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tomorrow we'll see remaining things in transformers. I'll take the attendance 1 minute. So these are the problems on EMF equation of transformer.
So 9 is at bottom.
Okay. 1 second. 15.
Absent.
Okay.
That's it, sir.
That's all. 30 is there. Okay, 30 is there. 31, 32. Okay. Only one is 2 are absent. 13 and 15. Okay. Now we can exit the class. Tomorrow we'll see the why transformer rating is in kVA and losses in the transformer. Open circuit test and short circuit test of the transformer. These things we'll see tomorrow in the next class. Okay. Now we can exit the class.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you.